Welcome to the V. Hill Show. Everybody knows that Wednesdays and Saturday is spirituality and conscious teachings. And so today we're talking about breaking free from the cycles of chaos, finding inner peace and growth. So just put your seatbelts on. This is a good one, guys. I'm pulling this straight out of my heart, straight to your ears. It's where my head has been. It's where my heart has been. It's where my conversations have been in the last 24 hours. And so I am excited about this. I hope you are. Again, hey, Omaleo Jimishe, how you doing, man? And even before I get started with the teaching, if you're wondering who Omaleo is in YouTube, and I only respond to YouTube comments. So if you're on Facebook or Twitter, you have to come to YouTube if you want me to see your comments, all right? So let's just jump straight into this, and then we'll take care of business. And I have some announcements about April the 16th and all of that later. Let's talk about breaking free from chaos, all right? You ever felt like you were in cycles of chaos? Sheesh. Now, what do you mean by that? Like, it just seems like it's this repetitive over and over and over thing, like same can, different label. Different relationship, same results. Different job, same results. Better income, same results. Try to do better, same results. It's a cycle of what I would call chaos, just over and over again. It's almost like you grow to obtain some level of peace, but you can never get exhaustive peace. You're always in seasons of peace or spaces of peace, but you never truly own it. You're just leasing it for a moment. Any witnesses out there? Let me know if you're out there. And do me a favor, if you're watching this, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and/or comment. If you're like me and you have felt like that or you feel like that, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why that could be the case. Now, I don't know if it is the case, but could be the case. Because, y'all, we got to break this chaos. One of the themes that I've been pushing in 2023 when we talk about spirituality and consciousness is breaking the cap. Breaking the same old. Breaking what has always been, not just for you, but also those that have came before you and those that have came after you, your nieces and nephew. They give off that same kind of cyclic chaos. Oh, we breaking that. We breaking it for real, y'all. All right? So, and I got an email community I'm going to be talking about later in the show, so stick with me because I really got some announcements I'm going to be sharing with you don't want to miss. Reason number 1 why you continue to experience chaos in cyclic form is you're committed to growth. So you thought I was going to beat up on you, huh? Not yet. You're committed to growth. Who you are versus who you're going to be. Where you are versus where you're going. Who you are presently connected with versus who you will be connected with. Now, this could be difficult for a lot of us because we like to hold on to spaces in our lives. And that's where the chaos sort of comes from because we want growth. We pray for growth. We meditate on it. We journal. We burn the candles. We follow the moon. We fast. We pray. We give. We listen to our mentor, our teacher, our prophet, our guru. But then at the same time, we get stuck in spaces. And I've said over and over and over again, when you are committed to growth, you have to be okay building tents and not homes. Building something that you can be secure in and covered in and protected in, but not anything permanent. Look around the room you're in right now. Look at what you got on. Look at, imagine what that number is on your bank account. Now say this to yourself. Everything I just looked at, whether it was I saw it physically or in my head, is temporary. But sometimes we get so connected to what is working that we are afraid to let it go. And we got this yin and yang, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Gemini-like war within ourselves with the old you or the current you, the past present you, and the present future you warring. You creating this chaos. Now listen, I'm not seeing likes on this video, but I see y'all are watching. Come on and like the video for me now. I have a personal example because, again, this has come from my heart. And I don't want anybody to be offended by my example. This is my example. This is not your example. This is my example. I had a conversation, and I've alluded to this a couple of times. I had a conversation with someone about 2 weeks ago that let me see I have been holding on to an ideal of something that cannot serve me or no longer is serving me. See, that's the trick, because some of the things we hold on to served us greatly at one time or another. But remember, you are committed to growth. Just because it fed you last month don't mean you should be eating it this month. Just because you ate great last year don't mean you should be eating the same meal this year. You shouldn't down it, and we're going to be talking about that later. You shouldn't talk bad about it, but you should honor it. But you should not be eating off the same plate just because it fed you real well the last season in your life. We end up being like gluttonous men at a buffet, just eat and eat, because it gave us a tingle or made us feel good. It is time to shift. It is time to transition from the table you've been at all this time to another table. No, you ain't heard me. You think I mean another table in the same house? Nope. You think I mean, not that table, but a better table, a revised version of the same. No, I'm talking about a table you've never sat at before. A meal you've never dreamed about eating before. Because this chaos that you've been experiencing in your life is because you're dragging your feet. You were supposed to have my bad. Sometimes you start teaching these things and you forget. We were supposed to have transitioned by now. I'm going to tell this, and then I'll tell y'all where I came from this. I was raised in the traditional Christian church. I love the traditional Christian church. All of my even current community comes out of the traditional Christian church. And that table for me doesn't feed me anymore. But yet, if I'm going to be honest, I've still been eating off of the same plate because there's a part of me that don't want to let it go. And I went to I go to a tarot reading. Last time I've been was June, and we talked about from June to March, and I said, okay, it's time to go back. And he was naming this thing that kept me immature, that kept me stuck in the same place. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. I was having a conversation with someone else, and I was talking about operating in a higher level of magic beyond simple prayer, intercession, and all of the tools that, if you're like me, you learned in the traditional Christian church. And I said to her, sometimes I know that I have a power that I can tap into because I've done it for other people, but there's something in me that is reserved where I don't want to lean into it and basically clear the path for me in the direction I know I'm supposed to be going. Why? Because of the old teaching, the old way that I learned. And she said to me, you gotta be free. And so that was the first conversation. And after the tail ring, I came home and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I said, God, I can't go share my prayer with you, but I can't talk to God. Because what I realized is that there were about 2 or 3 things that has happened to me in the last 2 or 3 months that just threw me off. I'll be flowing. I'll be doing good, putting up shorts and doing my shows and growing my channel and growing my brand and making money and bringing up money. And then 1 or 2 or 3 things would happen. And those 3 things are directly connected to the tables I ate off of in the last seasons of my life. And I know you love it, but you got to let it go now. I know it's your security blanket. But the same thing that you're holding on to feel secure is the same thing that's strangling you and has you going in circles and in patterns of sameness over and over and over again. And for you, it might not be as big, was big to me, as how I was taught, the religion I was brought up in. But for you, it might be a family member. For you, it might be a job or a career or a location where you live. There were 2 people that I had a conversation with about 2 or 3 months ago. And I said to them, I said, y'all, it's time to shift. It's time to move. And they both were like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I tried to break it down as much as I could. And then I washed my hands of it. And then both of them had this kind of disturbing occurrence that happened in their lives that was out of nowhere, that totally disrupted their lives. And I said to myself, I wonder if they're connecting this disturbing occurrence to the word I gave them that it's time to shake off the dust off their life and move forward, because both of them are stuck. Your chaos could be prophecy. You're looking for a sign, and maybe your sign is the chaos in your life that you're eating off of old bread. At one time, that bread fed you well. Now that bread is bringing you hell. Will you, God ain't got nothing to do with this, will you push the plate away now? Or are you okay with the current chaos? Sheesh. Ooh, everybody breathe. I have been in communities from the old table that meant me nothing but harm. And I told a good friend on the way to my reading today, I still choose to keep on going back. Why? Because there's something in me. And listen, I lit my candles. I should have showed y'all a picture. I bought some new candles. Some lavender and purple candles to match my white ones. I lit all 4 of them. I got 3 burning in my studio. I got 4 in my second floor. And I said, I got to stop eating from this table now. Well, V. Terrell Hill, what table are you going to eat from next? I don't know. What does tomorrow look like? I don't know. Here's what I do know. I don't want no more of this chaos. All right. If y'all have found value, thank you for those of you guys that like. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, you have to come to YouTube if you want me to see your comments. All right. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you like this kind of talk, this kind of teaching, you should join my email community. I send out emails 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. All you have to do is click the link inside of the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. Put your name and email address in that box. You get 2 confirming emails from me, one welcoming you to the community, and the other from me, one confirming you meant to sign up, and the other from me welcoming you to the community. You guys know I have a special private live on April the 16th. And I'm going to tell you about that more, but I got to jump into this next one. All right. Number 2, unsolved ancestral issues. Some of us are fighting failure in our DNA. Some of us are fighting hopelessness in our DNA. Some of us are fighting procrastination in our DNA. Some of us are fighting low self-esteem and depression. It ain't on us, it's in us. And this is not personal. Your mother dealt with it. Your father dealt with it. Your great-great-great-granny and great-pappy, pappy sounds so funny, your great-great-great-grandfather and grandmother dealt with this. But it just so happens there's a David in you. Now, who is David? David was the least and youngest of all of his brothers. David, when the prophet was looking for someone to be God's representative, the father of this group of boys didn't even include David in the bunch because he was ruddy and short and small and insignificant to the eye. I'm talking to you. But when the prophet saw the small one, he said, no, you're the one. And I am telling you, point number 2, maybe the chaos you're feeling in your life is because you're the one that's supposed to break this ancestral lineage of chaos around money, around relationships, around career, around spirituality, around procrastination, around sickness, overweight. No one in your family can truly control their weight. Everybody's obese in the family, but it's you the one battling, just battling, feeling bad, never comfortable. You're eating a lot, but the more you eat, the more miserable you feel. While everybody around you just is able to eat, never have any problems. When you eat, your stomach get upset, you get constipated. You're always trying to figure out what the right medicine is, what the right this. Perhaps because you are the one that's supposed to figure it out. And I told y'all, I forget which spirituality and conscious teaching a while ago, that when you break it, when you figure it out, everybody eats off of that. The nieces and nephews that are yet to come in your bloodline won't deal with it because you're the one assigned to beat it. You are the David in your family. You are the called one. So number 1, you're committed to growth, but you found yourself stagnant in a place you were supposed to have left a long time ago. Number 2, this chaos was passed down to you. Some of you were carried around in chaos. I know from my family, bitter, mean devils. My mother's side, bitter, mean angry people. My father's side, just enough. Passive, don't really want to try, just enough. Just want to be in the number. Just want to. Then here I am, that was called to be more than just enough. But as I get there, I have to face my father and my grandfather and my great-grandfather and my great-great-grandfather. Good people, they rest on being good people. They don't rest on really pushing the envelope, as long as they're good people. And I found myself thinking that if I just respond right, there are people I should have cussed out, but I was too busy being a good person. I should have told them off, put them in their place, and say, never cross my line again. Never disrespect me again. I allowed people to walk over me because of what was passed down to me, that it's okay, long as you're good, just turn the other cheek. Those people that stepped on me are doing well, while I am coming into what they found. Because what I thought was my blessing was a curse. What I thought cursed by a pass down. But it's broke now. Because try me. Oh, my word. All right, so you got it. Number one, committed to growth, but have chosen to be still in this current space. Number two, unsolved ancestral issues. All right, before I go to number three, like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're on Facebook or Twitter and you want me to see your comment, you have to come to YouTube. As well, as I said before, join my email community. All you have to do is click the link in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. Put your name and email address in there. You get 2 confirming emails. Check your spam. You're going to get 2 confirming emails. One from me welcoming you to the community, and the other making sure you meant to sign up. And you're going to be able to click a box and say, yes, I did mean to sign up. And then you're in the community, all right? April the 16th, I am doing a live, exclusive, but very private live. I said live already. The invite is only going to people in the email community. And the invites are going out Tuesday, the 9 a.m. email on Tuesday, the invites will be in there. So if you are not a part of the community, you have until Tuesday to receive your new email and to receive this invite. So you don't want to miss this. All right, are y'all ready for number 3? Woo-wee. Distractions. Woo. You give yourself to distractions. You're not focused. You don't sit still long enough to really deal with your life. You prefer being pleasured for the moment than to face the true, authentic pains of life and work through them. You choose to be distracted. Now, distractions can come from relationships, addictions, money, career. I told y'all in Wednesday, Spirituality and Consciousness, that I'm going to get a 9-to-5. Why am I going to get this 9-to-5? Not because I necessarily have to, but I am aware that money for me is an easy distraction. So if I'm going to continue to grow something that's going to last, which means that I got to put my all in it and just push it and push it and push it, as I've been doing, I cannot allow myself to get distracted. So I'm going to get a job, a 9-to-5, a biweekly paycheck with insurance, one of them kind of jobs where I can do as I do now and just keep on working and be unbothered, so that it eliminates distraction. Being committed to growth means that you might have to take detours you don't want to take to bypass being distracted. Being committed to growth might mean you have to feel aloneness a lot, because relationships can be for you distracting. Being committed to growth might mean, I've been saying committed to growth, which is, hold on, I'm stuck on number one. Breaking the cycle of chaos, same difference in context of what I'm talking about, might mean don't apply for that promotion yet, because it's going to cause more chaos. See, that is truly focus when you'll deny yourself of a right now pleasure because you discern that pleasure is going to add to this vibration of chaos in your life. But if you're easily given to distraction, anything can pop up. Just get lost. And you're not focused on working the thing. The thing gets out of control. It's not managed. It's like having the nuclear codes of your life. You have to secure it and manage it. The nuclear code is not a dangerous thing if they are secured and managed, if they are in the right hands. But if they're left unsecured, unlocked, available for anybody to touch. In my reading today, he asked me, do you share your future plans a lot? I said, yeah, that's all I do is talk. The reality is I knew this already, but sometimes you just get distracted. He says, you have to stop. I said, why? I didn't say why. That's not true. I get lost telling the story. That's not true. He said, you have to stop. He said, because it's causing a negative energy. And I know it's the truth. I am aware that there are people who have given me advice. Number one, they gave me the advice from the old table, ain't eating there no more. And number two, they've given me advice from their own misery. People will give you advice to keep you from excelling. People will hear your plans and automatically get jealous and start, whether they realize it or not, putting out an energy that fights up against who you are and what you're doing. Now, let me tell you the danger in that. You can be like, oh, well, they can't bother me. If you're telling them, you're in covenant with them. I'm going to tell a quick story, y'all. And if you have found value in this, like, share, subscribe. Oh, y'all have. Thank you. Let me tell you a quick story. I'm sitting at a table with a really conservative guy and a really liberal guy. And I'm not talking about politics, I'm talking about sexually. And the sexually liberal guy was just going on and on and on about his escapades. And you know me, I just like to just egg on and have a good time and talk. So I'm like, you did what? I did that too. And the truth is, I'll come home and burn a candle. I don't be doing all that. So then the conservative guy was like, well, I don't do all of that because if you lay with people, you open your house, you get spirits. And I'm looking at him, you dummy. He's a cool guy. We're friends now, but I called him a dummy then because I didn't know him. It was my first time meeting him. I said to myself, you dummy. Now you say, well, isn't that true, V. Terrell Hill? Perhaps it is, perhaps it isn't. But if that's true, you know what else is true? Here you are, sir, you might not sleep with me, but you're dining with me. You're eating with me. That is a form of covenant easily to get entangled with than having sex with someone. That's why business deals are done at the table. The Bible suggests breaking bread together because who you eat with, you become in covenant with. That's why I'd be like, some of these people just have knowledge and just know wisdom. They hear something, it sounds good, and they just repeat it. Say, everybody, I ain't sleeping with them spirits because I ain't sleeping with this one because spirits. I ain't sleeping with that one spirits. But you always out to eat with any and everybody. Any and everybody come over your house, anybody asks for your number, you just give it to them. How you sensitive on this space but not on that space? Why? Because you just repeat and you don't understand the principle of transfer of spirits. You don't understand the gates. And you can connect and covenant with someone and never see them naked. You can connect and covenant with someone just by joking with them every single day at your job. Some of you are emotionally cheating. You are an adulterer of adulterers. You ain't never pulled down your pants, but you're so connected to that work wife or work husband. But then you want to shame the person that always got their pants down. It's the same can, different label. So here you are in covenant with people that are jealous of you. Here you are in covenant of people that want you to be in their misery. Excuse me, Here we are in covenant with people that are jealous of us and want us to be in their misery. And yet we just yapping. And that's true. I've been yapping a lot lately. And it's time for me to shut up. I shared something with someone about a week or so ago. I went out to eat with them. And from that time to this one, I've been wrestling with this thing that feels like depression. I am not dumb. Got me once. But I am fully aware I was sitting at the wrong table with the wrong person and told them the wrong thing because I opened my chest up, my heart up. Yes, you guard your heart because out of it flows the issues of life. And you open up your motherboard for a virus. It's time to close up your motherboard. It's time to seal up your heart. It's time to be quiet. It's time to go in. It's time to focus and not be easily distracted. All right? Now, if you have found value, you already know. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate you guys for liking this. Do me a favor, drop some comments. Thank you, Omaleo, and thank you, Edith, in YouTube. If you're in Facebook or Twitter, you have to come to YouTube if you want me to read your comments, all right? Again, join my email community. All you have to do is click the link. It's free. Click the link in the video descriptions of Facebook and YouTube. Put your name and email address in the form. Press OK. You're going to get 2 confirming emails, so check your spam. One, making sure and confirming that you truly meant to sign up, and the other from me welcoming you to the community. Now, why is this important? Because on Tuesday at 9 a.m., you are going to get an invite only. An invite only. Invitation. Oh gosh, I don't know how to say it. An invite only email, I'm gonna say it like that, to the live April the 16th show at 5 p.m. Live April 16th at 5 p.m. only for those in the email community. So if you are not a part of the email community, you will not see that show. You will not see it the light of day. And I am not going to hold back. I'm also going to have a link so that I can talk to you guys one-on-one. Now you can either come on and just video and audio, or just audio. I want to meet you. I want to put a voice with a name. I want to put a face with a name in the comments, and those of you guys that support this show daily. And today, actually, I did 2 different shows, all right? So it is important that you sign up if the invites go out on Tuesday. In conclusion. All right, I tell you what, if y'all have enjoyed this show, I want you to comment and just say, I have enjoyed this. I gotta get y'all to comment now. Like I'm glad that I have viewers that stay on and y'all are committed to staying on. But I wish, I don't know what else to say to y'all to say how important that you like and comment. I don't know what y'all be hiding for. If you don't want me to know that you're watching, how about make a fake YouTube channel and then comment so that you can do me a favor. So let me know if you're enjoying. Or you know what? If you disagree or not enjoying it, comment that too. I'm okay. I'm not thick-skinned like that. All right. In conclusion, I am committed to ridding myself of the chaos. I'm absolutely committed to ridding myself of chaos. Now, let me say this. Let me give you some wisdom. Do not talk down on your ancestors, your past, your current family members that are alive. I've seen that done in the past a lot. A lot of spiritual teachers, gurus, they make it seem like the place from which you come from is an ugly place or a dark place. No, without that place, you would not be where you are right now, okay? So never talk down on present or past. Honor, 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 honor. Because the reality is what you see right now is who you are and what you created. You think you're talking about grandma, but you're talking about you. You know how I know? Take a ancestry test and tell grandma to take an ancestry test. And guess what's going to come up in your family tree without you trying? Grandma. So when you talk about grandma, you're talking about you. When you heal you, you heal grandma. When you become whole, your mama and daddy becomes whole. Well, my daddy's a deadbeat. Well, become whole and watch him become whole. Never, ever, ever talk about the past, present you. Honor. I don't care how dark it is. Honor it. It got you to where you are right now. Okay? When you harm, you bring harm to yourself. When you pluck up a version of yourself. When you give grace, you also give grace to yourself. You are not an island. You are connected to many. You hear? So as you are ridding yourself of chaos and confronting past, present, do not damn, heal. Do not beat up, reprove, and make better. Because when you do that, you also do it to yourself. Okay? All right, that's what I got today, guys. Thank y'all so much. I really enjoy these spirituality Wednesdays and Saturdays. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Again, join the email community. If you want to continue this conversation, this is my last offer of the day. If you want to continue this conversation, but on a personal note, all you have to do is email me at info@vterrellhill.com and put in the subject line free consultation. If you have never had a consultation with me before, I will finish this conversation with you on a one-on-one note for 30 minutes for free. I'm going to send you a link. I'll reply with the email with a link. You set the appointment. And for 30 minutes through video conference call, we're going to talk one-on-one. It's absolutely professional. And I have not, as of date, and I like to, if I'm lying, I want my internet to go out. And I cannot afford that because Comcast service sucks. Customer service sucks. I have not gotten in front of someone and their life didn't just shift, just completely like, bell, ding dong, light bulb, come on. And these people are booking these, and they're rebooking, and they're emailing back 2 days later saying, send the link again. I got to talk to you again. I have been called. I'm a David, and I have been called to help other Davids get to where they're supposed to be. Who are Davids? Davids are the ones that no one chooses, not even your own father. Only the prophet can see Davids. But only the Davids can kill Goliaths. That's why, I'm telling you, that's why. Now you got to realize it and get to work. No more crying. Dry your eyes. Let go of the past. No more crying over spilled milk. The relationship is broken. They did what they did. They said what they said. David, get to work. Goliath is running crazy around your land because you're still hurt because you weren't chosen. Get in line and let the prophet pour oil on you, proverbially speaking. accept the all that's supposed to be on your life. The prophet, the mentor, the teacher, the guru, your psychic, your tarot card reader, whoever you go to, let them pour oil on you and get to slinging them rocks. We got so many goals in our heads and in our eyes and our vision, and the goals seem like giants. And the only thing you need is acceptance and a couple of rocks. Pick up I'm talking to you. Pick up your rocks now and throw them suckers and watch what come tumbling down. Chaos. The chaos that has ruled in your bloodline, lineage after lineage after lineage, generation after generation after generation, is coming down because you're going to stop crying, you're going to pick up the rock, and you're going to swing. And when you swing, you're going to hit this time. Because all other time, you didn't know what you were doing. You didn't realize your power, but you got it now. You hear? All right. All right. Don't say ain't nobody told you. Now, if you're watching this show for the first time, this is the V. Terrell Hill Show. I come live every single day. As a matter of fact, I came live twice today, all right? This is a variety show every Monday. I'm trying to work on somebody's special Monday, but they're going to get back with me. Every Monday is podcast-style conversation with friends. It's called Casual Chat Monday. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday is Hot Topics. We talk about the stories and the cultures that move us. But every Wednesday and every Saturday is spirituality and consciousness, and we talk just like this. Now, the email community I've been hooting and hollering about is based on these teachings, spirituality and consciousness, all right? I don't include hot topics or podcast stuff in the email community. So if you just want 3 days, 3 emails a week of encouragement and uplifting, you want to join that email community, and that link is in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. Name and email address in the form, hit OK. You're going to get 2 confirming emails, one from me welcoming you, and the other making sure that you meant to sign up. I believe in you. I'm giving you strength. I'm praying. If you're part of my email community, I'm praying over you. I carry you in my heart. I feel you and I see you. I believe in you. And I want you to believe in you. Goliath won't live too much longer now because you're going to pick up the rock. All right? Y'all be blessed. I'm not even ready yet. Y'all be blessed. I will see y'all back tomorrow. I'm going to try to talk about the Tennessee 3, what's going on in Tennessee right now, how those 2 of 3 Democrat politicians were expelled out of the House. I'm going to try to talk about that. Today I did a show earlier today on the black family whose son was what they would call kidnapped. But I have a very interesting opinion that some of you guys might not like. Hey, Jennifer P., how you doing? So check that out. It was released earlier today at 5 o'clock. I love you guys long time. See ya. See you April the 16th. See you tomorrow. See you every day up until then. Peace. Bye.